Hello everybody, my name is Luchara, and this is me, Games Tycoon 2, Episode 2 of my hard mode Let's Play. We have a few games out right now, including Chessmaster, which is selling well, partially because the trend recently changed over to puzzle games. So I am going to put out another puzzle game soon, but because I just did one, it's probably not a good idea. So let's bang out this commission work. While they do that, put my research team up in QA. There are no game testers on the market right now. So we're going to do this game report for Chessmaster. Once that's done, I want to do game report for Cyberstalkers so that I can have that information when I go to make my second skill game, right? Yeah, there's no game tester still. That's too bad. Hopefully they start showing up soon. I'd say they probably will. All right, so that was very quick. Now we can make an engine, so let's make a new engine. We got 2D line graphics. We will make this for skill game, and we will make this for the Tablet 1. We will call this Skill Engine 1.05. We will potentially sell this for, let's say, 10K, say 4% profit sharing. Sure, works for me. All right, so hopefully we can get this game report done before the engine. No, definitely did not. All right, game report for Cyberstalkers. That's the big one. Well, we have all kinds of skill games to pick from. But we're gonna do Cyberstalkers since that was my game, right? So let's do a free update for Chessmaster. Why not? You gotta do something with these folks to keep them occupied while this gets done, right? All right, so Cyberstalkers off the market made me a cool 141,000, which is good. I'm happy with that. All right, so they're done with that. Okay, we got commission work. Ooh, very lucrative commission work, 64,000. Probably gonna take a minute though. All right, so they're done with that. Do I want to keep doing game reports here, or do I want to switch back to research? There is a game tester, finally. Thaddeus. Let's hire Thaddeus. And, okay, so there is research to do, so we're going to pull everybody except Thaddeus out. Back in research. Researching checkpoints. Thaddeus can slowly, it's going to be slow, we can slowly start getting through these game reports, right? Wait, did they research? Oh my god, my research team is really fast. Well, gladiators is the trend, so let's research that so we have it if we need it, right? It's always good to have the trend. All right, so they're done with that. Is there any more game testers in the market? There's not. Like, is there a programmer I could put in there maybe? Or a game designer? Like old Charlie Nupp has 15. It's not a very good game testing score. But you're going in there for now. And let's end automation on that. All right, it is time to do commission work. Oh, it's too good of a commission. I have to do it. It's time to make a game. I should be making games, but it's hard to pass up a 60K commission, right? That's a lot of money. Let's grab. Did we grab fantasy yet? I just like having fantasy because it works for almost everything, right? Although it is generally, we do have it already. It is pretty saturated usually, though. All right, so now I don't want to start a game report because I want to improve gameplay and bug fix with these folks, right? Ooh, you know what I should do? I should research marketing. Yeah, that'll take all my money. That's a little too pricey. Yeah, money's tight. Money tends to be tight when you're playing on harder difficulties, right? So let's grab barbarians. That's similar to gladiators, right? They're, they're in the same neck of the woods. All right, skill game. Cyberspace again. Gladiators, fantasy. No, let's go aliens. We'll call this Alien Invasion. That's like the type of game name you'd hear, back in the 70s, like Space Invaders, Alien Invasion, right? It's not a total ripoff. It's just like mostly a ripoff. I don't think there's any dev kits out there. Oh, there is. I take that back. Commander Pete, Astro Arcade. We will be making games for both of those. This is going to go on the Pete for sure. I do have historical console sales on, so we know what consoles are going to be good, right? Like as soon as the Atari 2600 comes out, we're going to be getting all over that. All right, so let's copy Cyberstalkers. Copy your design settings. All right, so we get those two are right. Let's look at the letters for Cyberstalkers. More beginner friendly, 2 core, better level design. More beginner friendly, better level design, 2 core, and better mission design, too violent, too easy. Better mission design, too violent, too easy. All right. So move that down, move that down, set that down, and that down. And let's look at the game report for this. So somebody was asking in the comments what to choose for what target group to do. Some things like racing games, you can put all here. And if all works, I recommend doing all. I think racing games and I want to say that sports. I think racing and sports fit for everybody. But it'll tell you if you pick the right target group here. It definitely affects sales. I don't know if it affects review score, but it definitely affects sales if you don't have the right target group, right? All right, so we got 7 features now, 4 of which are green. So this game, it's going to be over 70%. I'll be shocked, like absolutely flummoxed, flabbergasted, you name it. That's going to be me if this game isn't at least a 70% review score, right? Like, all right, so role-playing game. Now you watch, it's going to be 69. I mean, our last skill game was 69. This should definitely be higher. Let's get these bugs gone, though. I mean, it might even be over 80. Like, honestly. That's how confident that it's going to be over. It's going to be over 75. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. It's going to be over 75. I have full faith in that. All right, so Fashion Quest was not as successful as Cyberstalkers, but adventure games are hard to make this early. All right, so we're bug-free. Search publisher. The fact that we got all these extra publishers sniffing around tells you all you need to know. All right, so we're going to do Taydu. I always like to do Taydu because if they get 4 market strength and $11 payment. Generally, 4 market strength is only a $10 payment. Usually 11 payment goes with 3 market strength. So they're just stronger. They're just straight up better, right? So we want to go with them whenever possible. Now, if our game isn't good enough, they're not going to be interested, right? Because they're like a high-end publisher at this point. But this game is good enough because, like I said, it's going to be over 75. Please don't make a liar out of me. Called it. 77. That's a pretty good game. So now we can make sequels, which is nice. All right, so let's do a game report for that. We are behind on the game reports, but that's fine. We'll catch up. We need to get a few more game testers. Oh, there's no game testers out there again. Game designers, lots of programmers. All right, so who has the best game testing score out there? This graphics artist with a whopping 19.2. I mean, I could hire this person, throw them in there. Yes, I don't know. I don't love it. Ooh, we got a lot of commission work. All right, let's make a new engine first. We're gonna do a puzzle game. Because it's a trend. We're gonna lean heavy into puzzle. But we can't do too many. I'll talk about why we can't do too many puzzles here once we start up our next game. It's easier to show it than tell, right? Show, don't tell. I mean, I'm going to show and tell, but you know what I mean. It's easier to show. That's what I'm trying to say. Testmaster has bugs. All right, well, let's get rid of said bugs. Shall we? Yes, we shall. All right, so we're going to be able to make role-playing games here now, too. The Tapple 2 is out there. We're going to have to buy that dev kit. Ancient China, sure. All right, so mission work. It's too much money. I can't pass it up. I know I should be making games, but mission work is just too good. All right, so that'll give us some time to get some more game reports done, I guess. which is nice. And some more research. All right, so we got Alien Invasion is selling extremely well. We're making good money off that. I feel like I can do this automatically now. I'm not going to go broke, right? Trying to do that. Man, there's a lot of topics now. Like Atlantis. I don't remember Atlantis being a topic, but it clearly is. All right, so we're in the summer slump right now. Minus 30% games and consoles sold. Let's go with the large booth, even though we only have 2 games, but the extra fans you get from having the large booth is worth it, in my opinion. Again, I think it's worth it, generally. Yeah, I should probably stop doing so much commission work. Hey, look at that, we got game testers. We got 2 game testers. Nice. Oh, they're all caught up on game reports. We can actually do commission work with our game testers. All right, so they're down to the quick ones now, which is good. Yeah, look, I got $200,000 in the bank, so bankruptcy is not a threat anymore. But, you know, once we spend 1.5 million on this and our costs go back up, bankruptcy potentially becomes a threat again, right? But the first couple of years are the hardest, right? Once you get through the first couple of years, it's not too bad. All right, enough. I got to make a game. That's enough commission work. I need to make a game. New puzzle game. It's very saturated, though. All right, so the reason why I said I can't make too many puzzle games, you see how it lists your last 5 genres up here? So it says right here, if you use the same genre too often, your fans will get bored. Your special genre, which is skill game for me, is excluded from this. So what that means is if you have 3 of the same genre in these 5, your fans will get bored. And bored fans buy less games, and you will lose fans, and yada yada. It's not worth it. So let's do a puzzle game. We'll do one puzzle game here. Chess does not work. Let's try Gladiator. Let's go adults. Gladiator Arena. I know it doesn't really sound like a puzzle game. Gladiator's probably not going to fit with puzzle game. That's okay. Surprised the Tapple 1 is still on the market with the Tapple 2 being out. Yeah, another reason why I got to make games is I got to unlock the 3rd and 4th platform, right? Because, like, I'm losing, you know, between these two, that's 2.2 million people that my games could be reaching. I'm only reaching 5.1 million right now, so reaching an additional 2.2 would be nice. Make sure we change the engine over to puzzle. Okay. Everything looks good here. All right, so let's do the same as what we did in Chess Master, because that's a pretty good game. And then let's look at the letters for Chess Master and see where we were wrong. They want better story. They want more casual, better mission design, too violent, too easy. Too violent, too easy, better mission design, better story. So I moved story down too far. Clearly. Try that, I guess. Oh, it'll tell me where those percentages are supposed to be too. If I look. Wait, 50, 10, 10, 30. For puzzle. 50, 10, 10, 30. Well, we had to 30, right? Turn on everything here. 7 out of 10, one of which is green. That's good. I expect this game will be over 70% as well, especially if I turn on some extra stuff there, which is good. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have marketing yet, so we had no hype. That's what this number in the heart means. That will come. We will get marketing eventually. We will get hype eventually. It's near development. We got to get these bugs out. But now that we have QA, the bug fixing phase tends to go much faster. Still no game testers, man. All right, so we're looking for game designers, programmers, what have you, with certain good traits, right? Programmers with the engine expert is a nice trait. I'm not going to hire them. Efficient is nice. Lucky is nice. Talented is nice, but I'm looking, in particular, I'm looking for all-arounders, since these people are going to be going in my development room. Now, I could hire this graphics artist and then put him into my graphics room once I get one, because it's not that far off. My graphics room is not that far away. It'll be the first thing I put over here in this room. Really, 50 to 70. Huh. Color me surprised. Tadu wants it at least. That's good. So, man, I'm really surprised. I mean, it's close, I guess. So what was Chessmaster's review score? No, it was 65, I guess. Yeah, I guess Alien Invasion kind of spoiled it for me. I'm expecting a bit too much, I think. All right, so let's develop an RPG engine. Now, how much value do I get by making an engine for every single genre? That's a good question. It may not actually be worth it, but it's just something I've always done. I'm going to continue to do it. But if you were like, Lou, is it really, really worth it? And made me justify it. So basically, because I've accidentally in the past forgot to change the engine. So I wasn't using the right engine and the game was fine. Right? But the game you select, the genre, you select, you get a bonus to critical results. Ooh, cheaper buildings. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. Well, I'm going to keep up a Lucera tradition. I am going to make a role-playing game, fantasy, and it's going to be called First Fantasy. Not Final Fantasy, First Fantasy. Little piece of trivia for you. It was called Final Fantasy. Was called Final Fantasy because Square at the time was basically going bankrupt. They legitimately thought that was going to be their last game ever. They legitimately thought that was it. That was their last game. That's why it was called Final Fantasy. But it sold so well that it saved the company. Or so I've been told. All right, so 40, 30, 15, 15. Although we have QA to boost up our gameplay points, so I'm going to move that down by 15 and distribute those 15, 5, 5, and 5 among the other three. Pretty sure we want core here. I think we want hard. We want explicit. We definitely want story. We definitely want character design. I don't think we care. I don't think beginner friendliness is important. Level, I'm trying to remember. Innovation down as well. Length up. We got to move some of these down though. Probably mission design. Try that. I'm pretty confident that most of those I moved them in the right direction. I hope. All 7 things apply, but none of them are green. So I'll be honest. If I can get a 70 out of this, I'll be happy. Honestly, I'll even be satisfied. I'll be satisfied if I get 65 again. As long as my games make money, right? As long as they get out of the hole here. Gladiator Arena currently costs me 80,000, but every week, right? It'll end up in the black. As long as my games end up in the black, that's all I care about. But I mean, obviously it'd be better if it was well into the black, right? Okay, 60, 80. That's good. That means it's going to be over 70. So why is this one going to be over 70 when this one wasn't? Is a mismatch topic that damaging? Or did I have my sliders in a decent spot, I thought. Maybe not. I bet Tadu wants this when they do. Okay, so the other reason too, do you want to go with one particular publisher over and over again? Once you get your relationship to 5 Hearts, you can sign a publisher exclusive contract. Yeah, now you can only publish with them for the duration of the contract, but they give you a signing bonus. And I think it's $3 extra per sale of a game, which is really nice. All right, so there's no RPGs on the market. This is literally the first fantasy, right? This is the first RPG on the market, 70%. Beautiful. With the graphics and sound in particular was bad there. Do I have anybody that's sound in here? I have one sound person. Do I need to find a second sound person? We got an efficient sound person and a lucky sound person. Those are both good traits. We still have 2 people in here that aren't game testers. That's not helping me any either. Let's see if we can get some actual game testers. I don't like this trait, untalented, so I'm not going to hire them. We're at 6 of 6 now. So let's move one of the game designers out. Charlie, you can go over here. We still have 5. Okay, so we got research to do, so let's end automation there. Okay, so let's do a free update for Gladiator Arena. Then we'll do a free update for First Fantasy. We'll do some game reports here, or a game report while they do that. But basically, we're waiting for the research to be done so that we can get new engines with the sound, right? With the primitive mono sound. That's the big benchmark for us right now. It's very important. All right, so we got no game reports, we got no commission work. So that means they got to twiddle their thumbs, which I never like having people. Oh, an employee complains that there are too few plants in his area. All right, so automatically placing furniture has not yielded any plants. So let's see if we can get some plants in here. All right, I have no idea which employee it was or which room they work in, but we got all 3 rooms covered, so we should be good. Oh, well, now I got to ask myself, what type of game am I making? I could make a racing game because I haven't yet, right? But racing games are hard to make this early. I'm going to make another skill game. I think it just makes sense. It's time. So we just need to know that so we can update the skill engine, right? With the primitive mono sound. Perfect. Let's switch this to the Tapple 2 because the Tapple 2 is already better than the Tapple 1. So now, my money in my bank. Remember how I said bankruptcy wasn't a threat anymore? Hopefully First Fantasy sells well. I need a hit. I think this next game is going to be my hit. I hope. I really hope. Because if not, I might have to stop doing this because, I mean, it's 10K every time they do this, right? All right, so. Ooh, do we want to do a sequel? How much hype would I get? Ooh, Cyberstalkers, 25 hype. 25 hype, maybe we can start building up some IP value. But was cyberspace good for this? It is, okay. Perfect. Yes, we're going to do Cyberstalkers 2. Yeah. Okay, this might be my first 80% review score. I'm hoping. What we got for dev kits? 1.8 million. Oh, yeah, Qatari. We want to be making games for the Qatari. It's gonna be good. We know that, right? We're doing historical console sales this run. All right, so 5. That's supposed to be 8. That's supposed to be 2, 3, 8. Okay. So, which way is this mission design supposed to go? All right, let's look at the alien invasion letters. Better mission design, too violent. There we go. Too violent, better mission design. So depth has to go that way. What about difficulty? Did they say anything about the difficulty for any of these games? Too easy. There we go. Now we know. I mean, that's at least 7 sliders locked in place. The other ones are probably at least going in the right direction, right? 7 out of 10 here. Yeah. I'm actually going to do what I did last time again here. Bump those up. Yeah, I'm hoping for my first 80% here. Especially since... how much do I want to spend on this? Especially since it has 25 hype. So if it is a good game, it's going to sell. All right, so First Fantasy is selling insanely well. Which is good because I only have $37,000 left. Look at that. Thousands of sales for First Fantasy. And yet, Okay, why does my money keep going down? Like, First Fantasy is selling thousands. My money in the bank should not be going down. Right? Okay, it went up that time. Thankfully. If I want to polish this, I think I should probably just put this out. This is a good game. 70 to 90 usually means it's over 80, or at least close to 80. I'm going to polish. Can I really afford to polish? I don't know why my money kept going down, even with First Fantasy selling as well as it was. That was weird. Right? Like, I know I have a lot of people. Like, I'm paying a lot of people right now, but I don't know. That seems weird to me. All right, let's put this out. No, one more week of polishing. No, we just got to get this out. We just got to get this out. It's going to sell fine. Like, maybe it's not going to be over 80, right? Maybe polishing could get it over 80, but plus, this will open up our exclusive. And we get an achievement. Achievements are good. Each achievement gives you a little bonus. And we are over 80. Okay. Now, I'm confident I'm not going to go bankrupt. I hope. Will I go bankrupt? I don't think it will. But you're going to have to tune in next time to find out. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my other channel. Check out my Patreon. Check out my Discord. Links in the description down below to all those. Most importantly, though, be good to each other. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.